Jalen Pitre is the next rookie safety whose film we're going to take a look at. And to be honest with you, I expect him to get a lot of the votes. He probably has mine, although Jaquan Brisker, I think, has made more splash plays. Look, Jalen Pitre has played damn near 100% of every defensive snap for the Houston Texans this year. He has 4 interceptions. He has a fumble recovery, a forced fumble, 126 tackles, which includes 80-plus solo tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 7 passes defensed. He's had an unbelievable rookie season. Were it not for Ahmad Gardner, I think that he could be in the running, and Tariq Woolen, he could be in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's played that well. The problem is there's just so many DBs, rookie DBs, who've put up numbers like this or who've had impact like this. Let's take a look at some of the film. As the season began, he was playing a lot more rolled up nickel safety, kind of like Kyle Hamilton I talked about in the last segment. He's now playing a lot more free safety for Houston as the season has gone on. I think that just shows his versatility. This play clearly shows how intelligent he is. He's able to pass off the underneath crosser to the backside corner or backside DB and then pick off Deshaun Watson. Now, Deshaun Watson's got pressure in his face, so that plays a role in this as well. Here is Pitre, by the way. You'll see the underneath route cross in front of his face, and he's going to let it go initially. Pressure gets to Watson. The ball is thrown, unfortunately, for the Browns. Pitre picks it off. He's got great ball skills, great anticipation. Like I said, 126 tackles, including 80-plus solo tackles this year. He's a great tackler. He's physical. He's very willing to come forward and make tackles, and he's equally adept at moving backward, making reads, and then finishing the play off with an interception. He's as complete a rookie player as I've seen in the NFL this year, to be honest with you. And that comes from someone who thought that Ahmad Gardner should have been the number 1 or number 2 pick in the draft. I thought Ahmad Gardner's film in college showed how dominant he was and how that skill probably would have transferred over to the NFL quite quickly. This play is very reminiscent of one that Kirby Joseph makes, where he's lined up kind of closer to the line of scrimmage. It looks like you got a 1 high safety alignment, and then on the snap, he's going to peel out to half safety alignment. And the ball skills, the ability to turn his hips and adjust to the routes, and then make the interception on a ball that was clearly overthrown. But you do not mess with Jalen Pitre in terms of when he's in a half field safety alignment or even a middle of the field safety alignment. The guy can do everything. The Houston Texans drafted Derek Stingley first, and then Jalen Pitre in terms of DBs, but Jalen Pitre has outperformed him this year, if you ask me. Now, that doesn't mean that Derek Stingley hasn't had a great year for them. He's had some tough covers, but Jalen Pitre is making plays everywhere. Here he is up at the line of scrimmage, running down the line. Reminds me a lot of Tyrann Mathieu, but a bigger, stronger version of Mathieu, to be honest with you. And I know that some people probably won't like that comparison, but everything he does is very decisive, taking on blocks. He's got jet action coming at him, and there's 2 tight ends potentially to block him. Pitre is able to shed one of them and make the tackle by himself. This is an elite NFL player already. This is not just an elite rookie. If you ask me, Jalen Pitre should be in the discussion for, is he even one of the best safeties in the NFL, period? Because he's tackling people like Nick Chubb coming downhill from a middle of the field safety alignment. He's making plays from a middle of the field safety alignment against the pass, from a half field safety alignment like you see here. Involved in the run game from the 3rd level, not just the 2nd level, from the 3rd level. I don't know if any Houston Texans fans will watch this video and comment on it, but to me, Jalen Pitre, if he's not the best player that they have this year, he's got to be close. I mean, I know that there's other guys. Christian Harris has been playing well lately. Dameon Pierce has had a great rookie year. Derek Stingley, incredibly talented. But Jalen Pitre looks like someone who's going to be an all-pro for 10 to 12 years, at least based on the film that I'm seeing here. Are there going to be situations where, because he's so physical, maybe he'll deal with injuries? I don't know, man. I know that his career at Baylor really took off once Aranda showed up there. I understand that prior to that, his career wasn't as impressive at Baylor, but he has just carried over into the NFL. Decisive reads, plays downhill at the correct angles, plays with attitude. I'm a huge fan, as you can tell, just from listening to the commentary. He was a guy that I had looked at in the pre-draft process. I thought maybe the Ravens would look at drafting in the 2nd round or something like that. But if you did a redraft, I think Jalen Pitre is a 1st-round pick But, with no question, there's some other guys that he's outperformed, not just at the safety position, but across positions in the NFL. Tackling Justin Fields one-on-one is not easy. I know that he gets help here, but Jalen Pitre is effective across the line of scrimmage. He's effective as a second-level player, covering tight ends, which he did a lot more of early in the season. As a third-level player, like I showed you early in the video and right here. Just a spectacular player. Very, very gifted in terms of the ball skills and the athleticism, but also very disciplined. And I think that's the thing that appears to be unique about him in terms of being a rookie. Everywhere they put him, he's disciplined. Everywhere they put him, he shows up on film. You kind of can't hide the football from him. It reminds me of one of the plays that Kyle Hamilton made earlier in this video. Again, he's lined up outside the hash. The receiver who gets the football is going to be at the top of the other numbers. Jalen Pitre, first guy to make contact, or along with, one other player. Elite play that's been put out there on film. If my commentary and the film I'm showing you isn't doing it justice, the weakness is in my own analysis, not in his play. Everything he's done so far this year looks good on film. Refuses to be blocked. That's the thing that you would think as a safety, a guy who plays all over the place, you would see some reduced efficiency in. Now, there's certain routes I would say that he had some trouble with when he plays, when he gets an out-breaking route, like a post corner. I have seen some of these routes get completed in front of him. So here's an example of it. You've got two receivers. One of them's going to disappear, meaning run an underneath drag. So he only has work with this remaining tight end, which I think is Goddard. And this is like the third or fourth time I've seen these balls completed, against their cover two. So over the top of the corner, in front of Jalen Pitre, where I would say, if you were going to be harsh in your judgment of Jalen Pitre, you would say this appears to be the relative weakness in his game. But even that's not a real fair assessment to say it's a weakness. It's a cover two. That's where the weakness lies, over top of the corner, in front of or outside of and in front of the safety. Jalen Pitre certainly can't cover the entire width and depth of the field. It seems like he can at times. But in that, I just wanted to show that play. Look, I think if you're going to vote for someone, you probably are going to vote for Jaquan Brisker or Jalen Pitre. If you're a Houston Texans fan and you got a redraft, you want Jalen Pitre, period. Because you've seen his production. You've seen his willingness to tackle. 80-plus tackles for a safety in the NFL while playing almost 100% of the snaps. There's like a 6 or 7 game stretch in there where he only played like 88 or 92% of the snaps. I'm not sure why. He's an elite player. I would want him on my team as a Ravens fan. I would want him in a redraft, I'll be honest with you, just because of how much of an eraser he is in the run game from the third level. That's the thing. That's one of the things I think is unique about him. Great size, great anticipation, great ball skills. Let me know what you think of Jalen Pitre in the comment section if you think he's the best rookie safety in 2022.